Welcome back everyone, I'm Kipplays Games and welcome back to Planet Crafter. All the numbers are still going up, including our stash of Terra tokens. That's the currency. Here we are, 11,200. Where did we get this cash? We haven't sold anything on the trade rocket. We got it from going into that wreck and that wreck, and we found lots of Terra tokens just lying around in the wrecks. We need, I believe, 17,000 Terra tokens for the things we want to buy, which are Tech 2 drones, 12,000, Tech 2 locker storage, 5,000. All the rest of it is pretty much just cosmetic garbage, apart from cocoa seeds and wheat seeds and the cooking station. This was all added in a little holiday update. The foods don't do anything special, they just give you, I think, a little bit less food than the good food that we make. Sofas, smart fabric, customizable beds, it's just things that you can change colour on. And the fuses are always good, but we're finding enough of them. Yeah, some of the butterfly larvae are pretty nice, but I mean 1400 is pretty damn nice. But for now, we want 17,000, because we're planning to skip Tech 1 drones and go straight for Tech 2. And then we'll get Tech 2 lockers. And then we'll automate the heck out of our base with drones. We've built 3 more fusion energy cells. We're going to investigate more wrecks. And because we found so much loot previously, we're going to take the car. If I can navigate our way through these stones and get out of our base, there we go. And as I said, the problem with the car is by the time you've unlocked the car and got it upgraded to where it's actually useful, navigation becomes a real pain in the ass because there's trees everywhere. But you know, it is what it is. Ow. And there are procedurally generated wrecks to visit as well, hidden by exploding walnuts, like that one right there. There's another 2 things up in the previously frozen tundra. And then there's a few other places that we need to access as well. We still haven't been to the very northwest of the map, which is behind that big grey cliff on the left hand side. There are 2 entrances to it, and they're both blocked by exploding walnuts, so we're going to have to blast our way in there at some point and see what's there. But for now, we're going to get inside this wreck and turn the power on and loot it and hope we get enough Terra tokens. Right, let's go. Torch on. Let's find the reactor. Now, one problem we have in this place is that it's underwater now because we've been terraforming the planet. So this, I believe, ends nowhere. That just ended at a loot box. So the reactor is not down here. Is the reactor down here? Yes, it is. It needs 1 fusion energy cell. This is another reason we're coming back to these wrecks, because these servers each provide a circuit board, and each circuit board equals 1 drone. Well, Tech 1 drones at least. Right, now the power's on in this place, what has it opened? That's the one that goes to the cave that goes nowhere. I'm about to drown, so we should swim back this way. This door has just opened. We'll just back up, let the oxygen refresh. At least we can get a drink of this horrible, disgusting water, which is probably infected with all kinds of things. Engine oil and grease and server goo. Okay, oh, here's the lit box. And there's a great big safe. And there's another loot box. We'll get into the safe when we come back. Okay, so it's just left, 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 left. Easy peasy. This is why we bring the car. Just offload everything. There we go. We'll take the fusion things and that and that and that. Nice. Okay, back in we go. Left and left. And round here, down here, in through this door, and we're back. Break that down. Break these down. Thank you for the circuit boards. More Terra tokens. How many this time? Let's see. 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 1,000, 500, 500, 500. God damn. One of the wrecks we were in gave us 5,000. There's another production multiplier fuse. We found like 4 of these things. And that speeds up the cycle time of any building that produces anything. So that's going to include like all our farms and like everything else, which is lovely. Apparently we've unlocked a butterfly display rack. That doesn't sound all that exciting, but you know, an unlock is an unlock and we'll take whatever we can get. Hey, so we went left, we went left, we went left. That door opened. We came down here. I don't think there was another door down here. No, this is where the reactor was. Never turn right. Nothing here. Keeping an eye out for more servers up against the walls. Can't deconstruct that, so there's nothing else back there. Really? Is that it? We done? Yeah, I think we're done. Alright, let's bust this joint. He says getting stuck. Right, there are more wrecks we can have a look at. There's obviously the big one all the way down here. I never did find a reactor room in this one, so we'll go and investigate that. And there's this one, which we know is big. It's just buried. So there's 2 more wrecks to investigate. And the sinkhole may be melted now. Cannot remember at what temperature the sinkhole said it was going to start evaporating. So we'll head towards, not to that big pool of water. We'll head towards the lava zone first. How many Terra tokens have we got? $14,200. God damn. Right. Hang about, hang about, hang about. That's one of them rare plants. Yep. A Rama plant. Lovely. That's coming with me. Not because we're going to plug it in, even though it is worth 450 watt, 450 oxygen multiplier. It's coming with me because we can probably mutate that into a tree, which will and put it in a Tech 3 tree thing, which we don't have any of at the moment. Ugh, God damn, this car is so uncontrollable. And now that's the desert with the damaging dust cloud. I think the dust cloud might have cleared. We'll come back to that at a later date. We're not getting distracted by that quite yet. I'm trying to find my way to the lava zone. Here we go. I'm not quite sure how much water we're going to find here. Or food, for that matter. Ugh. 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 Turn, you stupid car. There we go. These plants are brave, growing that close to that lava pool. I need to be careful that I don't actually drive into the lava myself. I turn my headlights on, see where I'm going. You, come here. Rocket engine. That equals a drone. I can't remember what the recipe is for Tech 2 drones. We'll find out sooner or later. Yes, I know I'm hungry. Now we're not. Okay. We have no food, but if we need to fly home, we can fly home and eat and then come back. Just park the car out here. Yeah, who gets air in reverse? Like, what am I even stuck on? Come on, game. Come on, game, behave yourself. Right, we'll abandon the car there. Didn't leave any food or water here because I cleared it all out, because of course I did. Okay, we never did find the reactor in this place, but now we've got the luxury of having infinite oxygen. And that might open. So let's explore nice and slow. No, this is the one with multiple levels, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. And all the ladders that lead up lead to the same place. So that's where we just were. Come down here, come down here, come down here. Nothing to the right. How about to the left? Server racks, thank you. Door, door, ladder. Disco. And that leads back out. Okay, so the reactor ain't on this level. It must be upstairs. God, that's bright. Okay. We are in the south... Is this the northwest corner or the southwest? Southwest corner. Lots of doors that look like they open. I mean, there's deconstruct debris flashing up when I mouse over them. I'm sure we're going to be able to get into these places somehow at some point. More server racks. I'll take those. Aha! I spy a nuclear reactor. Oh, okay. This one needs 2 fusion energy cells. Okie dokie then. Hey, there's some methane just lying on the floor here. That must have been here all the time and we just never saw it. Right, let's explore this place then. That door didn't open. Looks like something has opened there. Maybe we'll be able to loop round. Ah, is this new? This is new. Apparently we're thirsty. Alright, hello big safe. What fuse is that? Energy multiplier, outstanding. That's another one. 100, 100, 100, 1000, 500, 500, 5000. Yes! Well, alright. Been in there. I like the sound of another 5000 bit. That didn't open. So I think that's all the upper deck opened and explored. So I'll go back down and see if anything is open down here. Well, this is new because that would have been demolished last time I came in here. Now we've got lots of cargo space left, that's good. Loot box. More servers, loot box and a chest. Right, we'll have to come back. This is a good problem to have. And out. Nice. How many tokens? 21,500. Oh yeah. That is enough for everything we wanted. That's just magnificent. And an absolute butt ton of circuit boards as well. Outstanding. Let me in. Let me in. Right, let's try and find our way back to that room. That door did not open. Circuit boards. This is not where we were. I'm glad we came in because we got some more circuit boards. Not here, not here, not here. Down here. Left. No. Left. Yes, I think this is the one. Yep, this is the one. So we'll take all that. Demolish that. What's in here? Another production multiplier fuse. We found a ton of these things. I'm not going to deconstruct that thing because it'll only give us 3 iron and we've got 1 million iron at home. And I think that's this wreck now completed as well. Outstanding. Right, so let's go home. Instead of driving the car, I'm just going to fly home and then teleport the car back home because driving it around is just a pain in the ass. So I'll see you back home. And one very quick flight home. Let's order our blueprints before we do anything else. So we want 1 T2 locker storage and 1 T2 drone. It's going to cost us 17,000. Gives us 4,000 to play with. It gives us 4,500, doesn't it? So why don't we just order 1 Filaria butterfly larva as well? Is it worth it? Let's not. I mean, I'd rather buy fuses if we're going to buy anything else. Cooking station don't care about anything else other than the things we've done. Right, so this is the order we've put in. We're not selling anything. So let's just launch the trade rocket. See you later, little dude. Bring me back my blueprints. And when we click on the interface, it returns in 600 seconds. So 10 minutes. We have 10 minutes before the rocket comes back. So let's teleport the stupid car home. Here it is. I'll go and offload all of this garbage and I'll see you after I've done that. Right, that has been done. The car has been emptied. We're in the middle of a really weird storm. It's very loud. We've been bombarded with more meteors. I couldn't get out of the base because a massive meteorite landed right next to the door and I got stuck in the base until it despawned, so that was fun. But everything's been put away. We have 1 or 2 circuit boards. We have this entire chest full. The overflow chest here, almost full. We've even got too many iridium rods and too much sulfur. Because, yeah, things are going pretty good. And I believe the trade rocket is like a few seconds away from landing. We should be there to greet it. And trade rocket returns. 30 seconds, 24 seconds. See if we can spot it. Come on, little trade rocket. Bring me my blueprints. That's not it. That's just a wisp. That's just some seeds or some leaves or something. Where's my trade rocket? Here it is. I see it. It's coming. Love it. Alright, so the 2 best blueprints in the game are about to come into our possession. And we're skipping straight past Tech 1 drones and straight into Tech 2. If they're cheap enough to build and we have enough stuff. And touchdown. Boop. Yeah, we'll ignore the weird jitter it does when it lands. It just snaps into place. Again, the animation could be cleared up in development. So now we can actually decode these chips here. Bam, T2 drone. Bam, T2 locker. Right, what do we need to build Tech 2 drones? Each Tech 2 drone needs a rocket engine, a circuit board, a super alloy, and an explosive powder. That's actually fairly cheap. We have lots of all of that. There's 10 rocket engines. there's 4 blaze powder. We can easily make another 6 of that, because that's just sulfur and iridium. And as we know, we've got too much sulfur. That's 8, 9, and 10. Outstanding. And some circuit boards. What am I doing taking things out of... What am I doing taking things out of storage? Put them in storage. You've got an autocrafter, you fool. Jesus H. Right. You. Make Tech 2 drone. Feels good, man. Straight onto Tech 2 drones. Skipping straight through Tech 1, straight onto Tech 2, because we found the chips and we found enough money to buy it, so why not? And 10. Why have we had so many meteor storms, man? Oh my god, there's another one incoming. What the... Yo, asteroids. Chill. God almighty. Right. We've made 15 Tech 2 drones. Let's go and put them in drone control. Once you have drones, you can tell them to take things straight out of the autocrafter. And you can tell them to deliver them straight here. Right, we now have 15 drones. And the resources in my pocket are to build a Tech 2 machine upgradey thingy. Because we only have 140 power left. But what we can do, we can come in here, build a machine optimizer, plunk it in, right there, energy multiplier fuse, boom. These are now producing 150 more each. And we can buy more fuses with our money. We've still got 4,500. There's at least another 1 wreck to explore. Now we have 2,500. Why is this important? Because we need to start making Tech 3 drills. And each of them needs, call it 300 power each, okay? So 2,400 divided by 300 is 8. How many do we need to make? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, plus later on we're also going to need to make 9, 10, 11 and 12 for cobalt. So we're going to need 12 of these things in total. So 12 times 300 is 3,600 power. So we're going to need another 1,400, another 1,200 power. And each of our power things is now generating 2,200 each. So if we build another one of them, then we'll be golden. The only problem is it's probably going to be all but one of our remaining pulsar quartz. But you know what? If it gives us enough power to get the full logistics chain up and running, that is what I'm going to do. So, nuclear fusion reactor. Just slide it in. As close as it can. Boom. Lovely. Now we have enough power. Yep, 4,400 power. I'm going to die of dehydration. Right, drones. Drones. No, we need to make... No, we can actually start things. Okay, what we're going to do, open this. And then click the drones control. As I said to you, this was just making methane, because that was all that was in the atmosphere. Now it's actually producing nitrogen and oxygen and methane. So we're going to tell this to supply everything it can possibly supply, which is everything, and then priority 1. So the drones will come and pick up everything from there, but they're not moving yet because we haven't told them where to put it. So we go upstairs, me say, drones, demand, find the thing you want, methane, priority 1. Drones will now fly to that building and bring methane to it. And we'll do the same here. Oxygen, priority 1. Out the corner of my eye, I saw a drone just go phasing through the floor and filling that up. And we'll do the same with this. Demand, nitrogen, priority 1. And the drones are now automating this building. There they go. Zoom, 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 phasing straight through. Building empty, everything delivered. And same with this one. We'll say you supply everything you supply, which is just water. And we'll do the same with these. You supply everything 1. You supply everything 1. I mean, we could of course say supply water, but this only supplies one thing, so why not just click the supply everything you can supply button, because it's a lot faster than finding the water button. And then we'll come over to the water chest and say you demand water 1. And when this is full, the drones won't keep trying to fill it with water. They'll just not pick up any more water. It's an intelligent logistics system. It's amazing. Right, and the only other thing we have here which produces at the moment are our beehives, which produce honey. So you supply everything 1. You supply everything 1. You supply everything 1. You supply everything. Is that all 5 done? Or did I miss one? Well, that's working. That's working. That's working. That's working. Good. And then we'll go back home, go upstairs, open the honey box, and ask the drones to fill it with honey. You come here, demand honey 1. And this will very quickly just go whoop. We'll get 5 honey here, like in a matter of seconds. Boom, 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 boom. Done. And for the food, the good thing about these farms is that you don't actually have to do the drone logistics, because the only thing that the drone logistics will be able to pick up is the bean seeds, and we don't want them to do the bean seeds, we want them to do the beans. So we'll say this box demands beans. This box demands squash. This box demands mushrooms. No, not obsidian ore. No, balls, just cancel it. The problem with cancelling things is that when you click cancel, it cancels everything. You can't shift click or shift right click or right click to get rid of anything. There you go. And the drones are now automating the farming. And we'll say this demands high quality food, stick it on priority 1. And this should demand silk, priority 1. And the drones will come and remove all this and stick it in here. Once we set the silk factory to demand supply, of course, they should very quickly just go zoop, because the drones have nothing better to do. There you go. That's that set up. So now what we have to do, of course, is go and build Tech 3 drills at all of the drill sites and set up the logistics chains. Because we'll have to say supply zeolite and then come back here and demand zeolite. Same with that, and that. So what do Tech 3 drills need apart from 300 power? Osmium rod, super alloy rod, iridium rod. Okay, what we're going to do now, we're going to come to this and say supply everything. So anything that gets built here, the drones will instantly try and put it in whichever box is available. So we're going to demand iridium rods for this one. We're going to demand uranium rods in this one. I think I hear another round of asteroids. Man, we're just being bombarded at the moment. It's just ridiculous. It's like every 3 minutes there's another massive bombardment. Hydrogen's been done. This one needs to be blaze powder. So we're setting up the logistics chain now for things that we're actually making. Circuit boards, we'll probably get a recipe to make these at some point. Now you will notice we cannot demand circuit boards. You can only demand things you know how to make, which is annoying, but that's how it is. So we cannot set up logistics chains for any of these crystals. Well, apparently, see, the annoying thing is that there is a recipe to make pulsar quartz, but we haven't unlocked it yet, so we don't get the option. And there is a recipe for this, we haven't unlocked it, so we don't get the option. There is not a recipe for that, but we do get the option, because it's something we already have in our inventory. I mean, it's a little bit annoying, but there you go. We'll just demand it. So if we find any of these in any loot boxes, we'll just automatically have them delivered here. Rocket engines, yeah, we'll put a demand on that, because then that'll suck it out of the autocrafter. Algae, oh god, yes. Check this out, this is going to fill up real fast. This is just going to go vroop, 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 vroop. All the organic stuff, okay. To add more than one thing, you just hold control. So we want bacteria samples, bioplastic nuggets, fertilizer, Tech2 fertilizer, mutagens in here, and set them on priority 1. Usually we'll just be using this stuff as soon as we can, because this is things that we have to build the buildings with. So I will have to come and manually take them out to build the buildings. Methane's been set up, iridium rods has been set up. Right, that's most of the stuff set up actually. All this stuff is stuff that's going to be filled. We'll demand fabric on this one. Yep, everything else is things that we're going to eventually have drills for. That's pretty good, I like that. And the container is not going to be the shredder is not going to be a problem. The shredder would have been a problem, but now it's not. I'm just going to eat some beans. No, I'm not. I'm going to go and make some food, because I've got an autocrafter. We'll just leave that running. And I'll just drink some water. As you'll see, the drones will be removing it from this pretty much as soon as we make it. And they'll be sticking it in here. And that will keep running until we run out of honey, or until we run out of beans. I mean, these are the only beans we've got. They're growing pretty slowly because they're only in Tech 1 grow beds. We do have access to Tech 2 grow beds, but I'm not overly concerned. I don't think we need to make that much food, that'll do. We do have these T2 food growers. They grow food really rather slowly, but we've just opened the outdoor farms as well. So that's great. And that must mean we got to 80 tons of insects, or whatever tons of insects. Insert 1 vegetable seed, and this grows 5 vegetables from that 1 seed, and they all grow at the same time. So these things are great, and they add plants, and they add insects, so these things are wonderful. But that only speeds up our food production. We don't really need the food production sped up all that much. I mean, all of this is automated now. As we see, the drones have just harvested all this stuff, and they've harvested all this. Oh, tell you what. Demand tree bark, priority 1. You supply everything you can supply. Priority 1. Right, that's that done. Did we build another one of these? I can't remember if we did. Yes, we did. It's just through here. You idiot. You supply everything you can supply. Priority 1. Right, jolly good. That's going to fill up really fast. Yeah, I don't really care about these seeds. Alright. So, next order of business. We need to be making Tech 3 drills. And a lot of them. Osmium rod, super ally rod, iridium rod. How many osmium rods do we have? 2. Okay. Because these are buildings, I'm going to have to actually carry the things around on my person. Like a absolute pleb. And 3 titanium. So we've got enough to make 2. Let me just go downstairs, get some titanium. Now, where do we want the first 2 drills? Because we know we need osmium rods and super alloy rods, and we know we've got butt tons of iridium rods upstairs, I think we're going to go to the osmium mine and the super alloy mine first. Right, let's go and do that. No, this is not a numbers go up episode, it's exploration, and now it's logistics chains. We will, I promise, at some point blow up on the walnuts and get into the secret areas and see what's in there. Not that I care about the procedural wrecks anymore, because I've got the only blueprints I care about, so I don't care about the rest. Right, we're here. Let's plop down a Tech 3 ore extractor. Hopefully it'll snap next to this one. Yep. T4 exoskeleton. And the way these work, that you open it and you tell it what you want it to produce. I want you to produce osmium. Hey, what we're going to do, we're just going to empty that out and demolish it. And then we're going to tell this to supply everything, stick it on priority 1. And we're going to organise and inventory, stuff this full of osmium. And in a few seconds, the drones are just going to come and take all this away. You'll see the little drone signs on it. Well, they would do, but we haven't set up the osmium thing back home, have we, you blithering idiot? Right, well, so much for that. But that is how it's going to work. That is going to produce osmium, and only osmium, for the rest of time. And it's going to produce it quite quickly. So we need to come to the osmium chest and demand osmium, priority 1, go. And we're going to do the same as zeolite, demand zeolite 1, and of course super alloy. Demand, where's super alloy? 1. Right. Let's go to the super alloy cave. There is an upgrade chip you can get which shows drones on the map so you can see what your logistics chains are doing. If you run out of something and you think, how have I run out of that? I have a drill and I have a destination. What are my drones doing? You can have a look on the map. And here we are at the super alloy mine, which has 2 Tech 2 drills. And here they are. Right, first order of business. Get rid of all this junk. Apart from 3 titanium, which we need to actually build what we're building. God damn. Organise, get rid of all that and all that. There we go. Get that. Demolish this one. Off it goes. Build Tech 3. Oh, come on, man, really? How is this in the way? How are you in the way, you absolute shit? Right, fine, whatevs. Oh, this game be picky sometimes, yo. Well, then to be honest, we shouldn't need this shredder machine anymore. Not here. Open this, tell it, only super alloy, supply everything you're making, priority 1. Done. And its production time, we couldn't see because of the weird... Right, production time 75 seconds. So every 75 seconds it's going to produce one super alloy. Don't know what this thing's rates are, but I'm sure it's not as good as this is going to be. There you go. We'll get the drones to take all that home for us. Lovely. Thank you, drones. Whole drone swarm incoming. 14 out of 15 drones incoming. Love it. Don't need this anymore. Goodbye. Don't need that, or that. So that can all go away. Pick this up. Take all this, and that, and that. Cool. So then, yeah. Super ally forever. And there they are. The drones are on their way. And there they go. Pew, pew, pew. Beautiful. Dun, dun, dun. Logistics chains a go-go. Now, as I did say previously, we could go absolutely mental with this logistics business. All we have to do is to multiply the number of drills and multiply the number of drones and multiply the number of power producers to run them all, and we can produce an absolute crap ton of stuff very quickly. We don't have to just have one autocrafter. We can have as many autocrafters as our power needs will allow. So we can make 20 or 30 autocrafters, and they can build things and then feed into other autocrafters to build more advanced things. So you can build absolute crap tons of stuff really quickly if you want. Make it like Satisfactory or Factorial. We're not going to go that far. We just don't need to. The only reason you would do that is in the very late game if you're trying to get one of the secret hidden endings. Not that we care about that. Just put this away. You've got lots of alloy rods. That's nice. So all we really need is more osmium rods. Because the drills are 1 osmium, 1 alloy, and some titanium. Okay, apparently we've got enough alloy rods to make another 5 drills. We have a blaze powder in my pocket, so we'll put that in there. Right, so we need this thing to make osmium rods. Just leave it to do its thing. And I'll bang in some more osmium here. Put this in here. And put this in here. Cool. And osmium rods, 2, 3. We'll just leave that running. Right, we can make another 3 Tech 3 drills. We've done this, we've done that. Where do we want to make our next ones? I think we'll do uranium, iridium, aluminum. Yeah, that's smart. Right, let's go. The base is running itself. Everything's being harvested automatically. I can just walk away and things will still happen. No more manual garbage for me. Not no more. And we didn't even have to worry about setting up drone logistics with Tech 2 or Tech 1 drills. Because that means like telling them only to bring the iridium from here and then put everything else in the shredder and set the shredder to auto-destruct. We don't have to do that anymore. Which is lovely. So, Tech 3 drill. Spin it round. It's not going to fit because there's a rare lava in the way. Because of course there was. Can just snap next to that one, you absolute turd. Right, and this is going to be producing nothing but iridium. And we'll tell that to supply everything and stick it on 1. Come here, do that. Get the iridium out, put the iridium in. I'll take everything else out. Jam it in there, just now. Then we'll take all of this out. Okay, we've actually got enough iron to make a proper storage locker now. That's great. That means we can get rid of all this absolute garbage. And delete that. Gone. Sweet. And we'll just set this to supply everything that's in it and stick it on 1. Eventually the drones will come and pick all that up. So again, every few seconds it's going to make some iridium and the drones will come and pick it all up. Even though we haven't set the iridium box to demand yet, so we're going to do that. We can see our drones flying around in the distance, bringing us a steady stream of everything. the more drones we have, the faster it'll happen. Another osmium rod's been built. Wonderful. You in there. Couple more Aussies round the corner. Boom, boom, done. And an aluminum in there. And our little rare larva friend lives in here. Outstanding. Right, so I'm going to go all over the map and build these Tech 3s, and we'll reconvene when I've done that, because you've seen how it works now, and we're going to show you. Alright, welcome back. You join me in the lava zone when I have just placed the last of our, so far, the last of our Tech 3 drills set up for obsidian production. I've also gone to all the bases on the way and put them on supply everything priority 1, so anything I do put in here will be picked up by the drones eventually, and as we see, the drones are on the way to pick up all this garbage. We did find another fuse, which is lovely, production multiplier, so that's great, in a loot box lying on the floor over here. So between episodes I am going to go home and make more drills. I have done the uranium, I've done the aluminum, we've done iridium, we've done super alloy, we've done cobalt, osmium. The one thing we do still need to do sulfur and zeolite, that's 2, cobalt for 3, iron for 4, and titanium for 5, 1, and silicon 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and an iron one. The closest one is probably up here. Yeah, so I need to go home and get another 6 osmium rods. As we see, we've got plenty of super alloy, plenty of iridium, plenty of titanium, and all we're waiting for is osmium, and that's just a matter of waiting because we've set up the Tech 3 drill. So I'll do that waiting off camera, and as I said, off camera I will go around the map and put down all the Tech 3 drills, and then that will be all the logistics done. We'll have infinite everything forever. It's just a matter of waiting for it to come in. So what will we do next episode? I think next episode we'll go back to the big crater and we'll see if the sinkhole's completely open, because there's many secrets down there. So we're going to go and do that, and then because this wreck needed 2 energy cells, I'm going to build like another 3 or something and take them to this wreck, because we know there's hidden doors in this wreck as well. So we'll do the sinkhole and we'll do that, and then it'll be a case of number go up until the end of the series. So I'm going to leave you here. Take care of yourself until we see each other again, and I'll see you again soon.